Hello, friends. Welcome to our second grade classroom. I'm Mrs. Work, and I will be giving you a walkthrough tutorial on how to use our Google Classroom so you can get the most of your experience. All right, let me go ahead and share my screen. Here is our Google Classroom. Let me go ahead and move my face out of the way so you can see everything. So here is our whiteboard right here. This is our smartboard. If you clicked on this screen like it says so right here, you'll be brought to this tutorial where I'm telling you how to use our Google Classroom. Over here to our left, we see the daily schedule. Every day at 8:30, we have a morning meeting on Zoom. How to access that? If you follow me right over here to the right side of the screen, you see the big old word Zoom. You click on that, it's a direct link to our Zoom meeting, okay? Now, if we come back here, we have our classroom expectations and our classroom procedures. So let me go ahead and turn this pointer off. Classroom expectations, this will be brought up, and this is just kind of the general expectations I have for you all this year. So our classroom expectations, Mrs. Work's second grade class, this shows virtual, face-to-face, and hybrid expectations. So just in case we do come back to school and we're not all virtual this year, I did put those expectations in so they will not be a surprise to you later. So we will keep all hands, feet, objects, and mean words to ourselves. We will listen closely and follow all directions. We will keep our cameras on during all Zoom meetings. That is very important. We will turn in all of our assignments on time. We will remain silent when others are talking, and we are walking in hallways. That goes for when we're back to school. We will wear our masks at all required times if we come back to school, and we will always do our best each and every day. Now, if I go ahead and bring you all back over here to our classroom procedures. Our classroom procedures for Mrs. Work's second grade class are Zoom etiquette. So every morning on our Zoom meeting for 15 minutes, I expect your cameras to be on and your microphones to be off unless we are talking, having a discussion, or I call on you. Please do raise your hand if you have something to say, or if you need to tell me something privately, you can always send me a chat, okay? Remain on Zoom for the entire session, all right? It's only 15 minutes and we will be going the entire time unless we talk about it otherwise. For hybrid, face-to-face, and some of these signs work for virtually too, we'll be using hand signs to communicate with one another. So a big old W or 3 fingers hold up, that's sign language. That's if we need a water break. The R right here, that's sign language R. If we need a restroom break. If you raise your hand, if you have a question, a comment, or you want to answer a question, thumbs up means yes or go ahead. Thumbs down means no. And thumbs to the middle means wait, not yet, maybe, or you can put that thumbs in the middle if you need some help on something we're working on in class. We'll go back to our classroom here, back to our daily schedule. If you click on the daily schedule, it'll take you to a more detailed version of the schedule. You will see day 1, 2, and 3. Excuse my dog's in the background. He has a little bit of an attitude. So day 1, it'll tell you here, so our morning meeting is on Zoom. Science and math will be asynchronous that day, but social studies will be on Zoom, so you will expect it to be back on Zoom at 9:25. The same goes for the next 3 days, or next 2 days. You can see what is expected of you. Now let's head back to the classroom. So over here, we have science, math, social studies, and writing under the student resources library. If you click on science, right now this is just a model, so it's gonna say this is where your science resources will be. So if you click on them, you'll find your resources. So let me go ahead and show you an example for day 1. So this will be your day 1 classroom. Obviously, there's nothing here yet, but when we have our Zoom meeting, I will be recording it and I will post our Zoom meeting here. So if you were unable to make it, or if there was something you wanted to look back on and refresh yourself on, you'll be able to click right here on this whiteboard, just like you did for this video, and you'll be brought to the recording of our Zoom meeting. So the daily schedule for day 1 is a little different than the example, and it shows you everything. So it says right here, science, collecting research on COVID-19, what is a virus? So we're gonna click on the science tab, and it's gonna take us directly to our science resources page. So here it's telling you to watch this video, where to stop the video, to answer some questions, where to type your answers to those questions, and keep scrolling because there's more. There's another video to watch, where to stop the video at, and how to answer those questions as well. Let's head back to the Google Classroom. You can see the same goes for math. This is your activities for your math class for the day. We can go to social studies. This is all your required social studies. So this shows you that social studies class is synchronous. So in case you forgot, go ahead and head on back over to the Google Classroom like this and click on the Zoom link. Oh, sorry, I meant to keep that open for you. But then even though I did put all of the resources used in the Zoom meeting, so if you did miss the Zoom meeting or wanted to go back over it, you can still have access to all those resources. It's not a one and done thing. And finally, writing, we will do every day. This is your running writing journal. So if you scroll down, there's day 1 paper, day 2 paper, and day 3 paper. And this is where you will put in your writing journal. So here you have, I'm going to give you a recap, your student resources, or everything you'll need for the day, your daily schedule. Obviously, again, you can click on the daily schedule to make it bigger and see more detailed information. The Zoom meeting link will be right here every day. Also, every day after the end of your Zoom meeting, your schedule or your Zoom meeting will be put right here. Your classroom expectations and procedures will be posted every day. And all you have to do to access each day is just scroll on through. Day 2 and 3 are already posted here for you. If you have any questions, feel free to reach out to me at my email. I think that's all. If you have any further questions, please reach out to me. But other than that, happy learning.